Syllabus of UGC NET Paper 1, Journal Paper on Teaching and Research Aptitude. Objectives of UGC NET Paper 1. The main objective is to assess the teaching and research capabilities of the candidates. The test aims at assessing the teaching and research aptitude. Candidates are expected to possess and exhibit cognitive abilities which include comprehension, analysis, evaluation, understanding the structure of arguments, deductive and inductive reasoning. The candidates are also expected to have a general awareness about teaching and learning processes in higher education system. They should be aware of interaction between people, environment, natural resources and their impact on the quality of life. Paper 1 units. There are 10 units. First, teaching aptitude. Second, research aptitude. Third, comprehension. Fourth, communication. Fifth, mathematical reasoning and aptitude. Sixth, logical reasoning. 7, data interpretation. 8th, information and communication technology. 9th, people development and environment. 10th, higher education system. Unit first, teaching aptitude. In teaching aptitude, we have teaching concept, objectives and levels, memory level, understanding level and reflective level, characteristics of teaching and requirements. Then we have learner's characteristics, adolescent learner and adult learner and their academic, social, emotional, cognitive characteristics, individual differences, factors affecting teaching related to teacher, learner, support material, instruction facilities, learning environment, institution, methods of teaching, teacher centered versus learner centered, offline versus online. In online, SWAM, Prabha, and MOOCs will be covered. Teaching support system, traditional, modern, and ICT based. Evaluation system, elements, types of evaluation, choice based credit system, computer based testing, and innovation in evaluation system. Unit 2, research aptitude. In research aptitude, we have research meaning, types, characteristics, positivism, post-positivistic approach, methods of research, experimental, descriptive, historical, qualitative and quantitative, steps of research, thesis and article writing, formats and referencing styles. Application of ICT in research, research ethics. Unit 3, comprehension. In comprehension, a passage of text will be given. Questions will be asked based on the passage. Unit 4, communication. In communication, we have meaning, types and characteristics of communication, effective communication, verbal and non-verbal, intercultural and group communications, classroom communication, barriers to effective communication, mass media and society. Unit 5, mathematical reasoning and aptitude. In mathematical reasoning and aptitude, we have types of reasoning, number series, letter series, codes and relationships. In mathematical aptitude, we have fraction, time and distance, ratio, proportion and percentage, profit and loss, interest and discounting, and averages. Unit 6, logical reasoning. In logical reasoning, we have understanding the structure of arguments, argument forms, structure of categorical propositions, mood and figure, formal and informal fallacies, use of language, connotation and denotation of terms, classical scale of opposition, evaluating and distinguishing deductive and inductive reasoning, analogies, Venn diagram, simple and multiple use for establishing validity of arguments, Indian logic, means of knowledge, parmanas, pratyaks, perception, anumana, inference, upmana, comparison, shabd, verbal testimony, arthapati, implication, and anuplabdhi, non-apprehension. Structure and kinds of anumana, inference, vyapti, invariable relation, hetvabhas, fallacies of inference. Unit 7, data interpretation. In data interpretation, we have sources, acquisition and classification of data, quantitative and qualitative data, graphical representation, bar chart, histogram, pie chart, table chart and line chart, and mapping of data, data interpretation, data and governance. Unit-VIII, Information and Communication Technology, ICT. In ICT, we have general abbreviation and terminology, basics of internet, intranet, email, audio and video conferencing, digital initiatives in higher education, ICT and governance. Unit-IX, People Development and Environment. In People Development and Environment, we cover development and environment, Millennium Development and Sustainable Development Goals, human and environment interaction, anthropogenic activities and their impact on environment, environmental issues, local, regional and global, air pollution, water pollution, soil pollution, noise pollution, and waste types, solid, liquid, biomedical, hazardous, electronic, climate change and its socio-economic and political dimensions, impact of pollutants on human health, natural and energy resources, solar, wind, soil, hydro, geothermal, biomass, nuclear and forests, natural hazards and disasters, mitigation strategies, Environmental Protection Act 1986, National Action Plan on Climate Change, international agreements or efforts. We have Montreal Protocol, Rio Summit, Convention on Biodiversity, Kyoto Protocol, Paris Agreement, International Solar Alliance. Unit-X, Higher Education System. In higher education system, we will cover institution of higher learning and education in ancient India, evaluation of higher learning and research in post-independence India, Oriental conventional and non-conventional learning programs in India, professional, technical and skill-based education, value education and environmental education, policies, governance and administration,